the scene just a short time ago. They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Burrow will throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw completes a Freiermuth. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that They're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season? Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Second and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Mike 4. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike 4. Too little.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there out of the running game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 3 bud.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, hot. You got 4 down. Mike 4. 12. Pull it together. Mike 4. 11 empty. Mike 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
12.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Joe Mixon fights through him, fights off the defender, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And here's Freiermuth again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That swung out wide to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need him.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Mayfield now. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking.
Running back myself, Shut
up, nigga.
Shut up, bitch.
Alright, bitch. I'll be on the rest of the night after this fucking game. Fuck you.
What game?
This NBA game.
NBA?
Alright.
NBA. Oh! Yeah. I'm done.
You would say he'd be on at 9 o'clock. Well, 9:30.
Should I just watch my little nephew real quick?
So you just beat your ass?
Huh?
You say your nephew just kicked your ass?
Nah. I damn near fell asleep. Me and the little nigga was just chilling. This fucking keyboard. Oh wait, fuck them niggas in the NBA, and I hope y'all watching your hoe ass bitch ass niggas.
Nah, niggas wildin'. Oh shit. I want Baker to throw the ball like that.
What time is the football game on?
I have no idea.
That bitch is delayed.
It's on?
It says delayed on here on Google.
Yeah, it's in the weather delay. You heard me?
It's too hot.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, what a throw, Baker. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Ooh. Man. Man, this one ass nigga, shit, man. Oh, man. Get the fuck out of here. Shit. Oh. Nigga knows one run play all game. Oh my fucking god, bruh.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the two-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth inning, now Mayfield lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Mayfield on first down. Down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT paint.
First down. Here's
Hello?
Burrow. Flush to his right. And this will be a gain of 5.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, since you only got 2 minutes left, I'm gonna go refill my water, take a piss, and then get ready.
Alright, who the Spider one?
He was when I had went to go watch my nephew.
Put that nigga up, see if he on. I seen that online, but he ain't joined the chat.
He over there with what's the face in it?
Who?
He playing Road Company.
Oh.
So look, this could happen here. And you know what? It ain't about the material thing. God using material things about like to make people back to Jesus. I was gonna say his name. He can take all this as long as he don't take him. That's right, because Auntie always told us no matter what, keep